Hi, hello. How are you? How many of you remember this in the class? We spoke about this in the class. Do you get to remember anything? I think most of the students, they told me, sir, I'll be with you here. And this has been proved right by somebody who is with me today. And that's Rashmi Heble. Hearty welcome, Rashmi.
Thank you.
So Rashmi has come, all the way from Mumbai to see me and my team. And thanks to all the viewers who have joined us. So happy. Keep coming. Hearty welcome. So I thought, I'll just say hi to Rashmi with all of you. So thank you very much for coming, all the way from Mumbai to Hyderabad, Rashmi.
Pleasure is mine.
So this is something, that we are doing for the first time. So I was telling Rashmi, that I am more nervous than you. So please make us feel, comfortable. So it's all our students only. So if there's anybody, who is outside of iLead, who is still watching us, hearty welcome. So I am Nanda Kumar KV. I'm the founder and CEO of iLead Tax Group. Teaching is my passion and practice is my profession. So at iLead Tax Academy, as you know, we teach these 4 courses: EA, FPC, Real Time, and then QuickBooks. And today we are not talking anything about that. We are just trying to understand from a student's perspective, how this course is going to be help to you. So if you are an existing student or you're somebody who is aspiring to be an EA, I'm sure inputs from Rashmi also will be of help to you. So if you have any questions, you can type in the comment section. We are live on both Facebook and YouTube, and I have with me Rashmi. Fine. Yes. Hi, hello Rahul, good to see you. So, Rahul, yeah, hi. Yes, Rasul. We will be asking Rashmi a lot of questions. Okay, so whatever are repetitive questions, we'll try to avoid them. Okay, but whatever is useful, we'll try to ask, because most of it we all know. Study well, there's no substitute for hard work. Yeah, that's not a saying, that's not a quotation, but that's a practice, that's an experience, and knowing that is wisdom. So, Kalyani, yeah. Okay. Kalyani Durai. Hi, Rashmi Akka and Nanda sir, happy to attend and very encouraging for us. Yes. Hi, Maharshi. Yeah. Hi, Surya. Yeah. Right. So just keep sharing the link. Also, we are live on both Facebook and YouTube. So this picture, it was something that I spoke in the class, and Rashmi was very particular about it, and she determined that I want to see you. And that's how we get to see each other. So probably we should have a palm tree background so that it resembles more. So hearty welcome each one of you. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Rashmi, people are congratulating you for
Thank you.
being EA. Yeah. Fine. So, Rashmi, please tell us a little about yourself, your family, your work.
I'm a chartered accountant,
Hmm.
and then I thought of completing this Enroll agent course. I got to know it from one of my office colleagues, but never gave it a serious thought
Mhm.
until I realized that the experience which I was having of around 18 years, the practical experience and the theoretical knowledge which I had was not going hand in hand. So I thought of going for the CA course and, so that I could gain expertise in the subject matter. And because of Nanda sir, I was able to clear it, and that's the reason I am here today to meet him.
Thank you, hearty, congratulations. Looking forward, to more success, and we wish you all the very, very best.
Thank you.
So, what made you shift from Indian taxes, I mean, as a CA, chartered accountancy, to EA?
I got this opportunity of working into US taxation,
Hmm.
and I had just cleared my CA exam, so I thought it was going to be a new field,
Hmm.
something new to learn, so
Hmm.
I opted for it.
Okay, fine. Very, very nice. I mean, what advice you have, like 18 plus years of experience. Now, there are people who are our students, 18 years old, who are doing EA and all. So, what advice you have for them? As for EA, we are not talking about iLead and all. Just about EA or as a career in US taxation, what do you have to say?
EA is of very much importance, I would say, as of now. Just having practical experience into US taxation is not going to help us. EA will definitely help us in understanding the subject in depth, I would say.
Hmm.
And nowadays, everywhere we need EAs only. When we see the vacancies into US tax, it's basically the demand is for EAs and CPAs. So I'd suggest
Hmm.
EA is the basic requirement as of now if we need to enter into US tax.
Okay. How do you see the earning possibilities and all? I mean, how is it in the north? Because here in south we see a fresher making 40 to 50,000. So how is the earning possibility there?
In big fours, they are being paid good.
Hmm.
But then, anyways, it's good to start at whatever the offer may be in the beginning, because with experience, gradually you are going to go to a very good height.
People, is Rashmi audible? Is our voice audible? Yeah. Yes. Hi, Marshi. Yes, Sandeep, I'll take this at the end. So let's try to ask Rashmi some questions. Hi, Hafiz. Yeah. Right. Hearty, welcome. Okay, so Rashmi, we have received some questions, and something I wanted to tell about Rashmi was that she happened to send me some notes, and this is something that I wanted to share with you. Because teachers also need motivation, and whatever good words that I happen to speak in the class out of my experiences or out of my revelations that I happen to share in the class, and she very beautifully compiled all these things as you see here, and she was enough motivated by that. And she sent me this message that, sir, one day I'll be here. And also, given the COVID regulations and other things, she couldn't make out in the past, but I'm very, very happy that now she is here. And post this, we are going to have Hyderabadi biryani
And chai.
and Irani chai. Yes, of course. Okay. So that's Rashmi, and so happy to see Rashmi pass all the 3 parts of the EA examination, part 1, then part 2 and part 3. So happy to see her pass the examination, and now sharing her experiences with her. So if you have any questions, you can definitely ask her, because there are a lot of youngsters who might be interested in asking her questions. Okay, and you can also comment in the comment section. So we have some questions for you, Rashmi, that we have received. Yeah, okay, I'm also getting it on WhatsApp. Okay. Okay. What made you to come to this domain? You are already in Indian taxation. What do you suggest CAs about EA? You are a CA, so how did you find EA courses? EA courses, is it tougher than CA, or what's your opinion about EA?
So chartered accountancy is obviously the highest qualification I'd say in the Indian tax. And same goes with EA. Enrolled agent is the highest credential which is awarded by the IRS. So both are equivalent actually, but then I was interested into US tax. So even after completing my CA, I thought of going for this EA qualification just to gain the expertise. Both are equivalent, but EA is also equally interesting to go with.
Okay, nice. So how is it tougher? Is it tougher than CA?
I would say no. CA examination is quite difficult to pass on, but EA is too good, and if we are with iLead, then obviously it's going to be easier to pass out the exams because we are into safe hands, and Nanda sir is there to guide us throughout.
Thank you. So another question is, what's your goal with EA now? As you are into practice, as you are into employment, also you have a CA qualification. So what's your goal?
I'll continue in this EA field only because now I don't have any touch with my CA thing actually because I left it long back. So I need to continue with this EA field and think of starting my freelancing also.
Yeah. With
Nanda sir being my mentor into it.
Definitely.
Under his guidance.
Right. Oh, more than 1,500 people are watching us live. It's good to, right. Thank you very, very much. Good to see you all live. So, how was your journey with iLead to become EA? Was the iLead team supportive to help you?
I think when I'm here, it answers all the questions about my journey with iLead. So definitely it was a great learning experience.
Okay, what made you travel so long from Mumbai to Hyderabad?
Just to see my guru, my mentor. I wanted to spend some time with him to take his blessings. And you.
Thank you. Okay, what's your suggestion about EA course to those who spent enough time and money to have a bright career, but they are still unsuccessful or with less pay, though highly experienced?
EA will definitely help us because once we are expertise in the subject matter, nobody can stop us in achieving greater heights.
Very good. What is your overview on the courses that is being offered at iLead? Do you think it will make somebody job ready, industry ready?
Obviously yes, and then iLead is also supporting us for the placements as well. So they are here to help us for getting the qualification as well as settling down with a good job, I would say.
Okay. Yeah, you can keep asking your questions, people. So what's famous in Mumbai, Rashmi? Mumbai, I know, is the financial capital and the land of dreams, land of entrepreneurs. So what's special about Mumbai?
Mumbai special in
खाने में क्या special? Vada pav.
Yeah, street food. Street food is very famous in Mumbai with crowded streets even at the night.
Okay. How did you come to know about iLead?
I heard about this EA course. One of my office colleagues had done it, and then I was searching during the pandemic for some course to be done in related to US tax. So I came across this iLead Academy, and it worked out really good for me.
Okay.
And I'm happy that I joined it and I'm a part of it.
Thank you. Okay. Somebody is asking, what was your study plan?
My study plan was just study hard, sincerely, and come what may, just don't give up and see to it that you just study like, I would say, study like mad, be behind it and just clear it.
Yeah.
Nothing should distract us from studying.
Absolutely. And Rashmi was telling me that she used to work 12 hours a day even in the off season. So I have many students like that, especially during the tax season. Even my team also, they work really hard 12 to 14 hours and all. But somebody, who is already working, with a 9 to 10 hours of job, I mean, with the travel and all, it easily takes away, 11, 12 hours. So how do you advise, those people? What inputs you have for them?
Planning regularly is required actually. Even if we are working for 12, 14 hours, still we can afford spending at least minimum 2 hours every day for studying. And we study sincerely for those 2 hours also, it will definitely help us.
So 2 hours is minimum?
Yeah, minimum 2 hours is required. And if on weekends you have off, then you can study for at least 8 to 10 hours, I would suggest. On the weekends at least.
Right. Okay, do you feel that, that writing notes and all is like very old, traditional, conventional, schoolish, We are in digital era, a red pen, blue pen, green pen. What do you feel about that?
The way you made us write in notes actually, it's going to help us a lot for preparing ourselves for the exams, because we are not only listening, at the same time we are making note of it, so we are actually going through it again. So it's quite helpful, I would say.
Okay. Oh, so many questions coming in. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Vasudha. Yeah, thank you, Padmini. Yeah. Hi, Vimal. Yeah. Yes, looking forward to see you all also here. Come to Hyderabad and let's have biryani and chai. Okay, Silva has a question. What do you suggest CAs about increasing their income? How EA can help increase their income?
It's obviously going to be added qualification, so it's definitely going to help you in your career, no doubt about it.
Okay, fine. So like you were talking about some freelancing opportunities also, working as a consultant.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that can be managed simultaneously with our job as well. So it's going to be a extra added opportunity for all of us.
Okay, another question is, Vikash Gupta has a question. Ma'am, please share your experience regarding individual versus business taxation. How is this US corporation tax scope in India? Vikash Gupta.
I think business taxation is very much into demand nowadays compared to individual taxation. Business tax is also into much demand. So business tax along with individual is going to be a good one.
Okay. But still I see that, lack of knowledge about EA and all in India. How do you think we can create more awareness?
We can share our experience with our friends. We can just encourage and motivate them also to join this EA, which will definitely help them to grow in their individual fields also. We can share our experience and knowledge about EA.
That's why I always say, your success is our reputation. See, when your life changes, your standard of living changes, your family living standards change, you're able to give a better life, to your loved ones. I think that's when people get curious to know, what's happening in your life, what made you successful. Of course, definitely it is the inner man. And I never want to highlight, EA or any course as such, that will make us successful, because there are people who are not much educated, but still they make, high incomes. So obviously it is what within us. So today I was listening to somebody, a very rich man being interviewed. So he was asked, okay, so what do you want to leave for your children? You have amassed so much wealth, for your children. So obviously your children are going to have, a very good life, after you're gone. So this rich man answered, it is not what I leave with them, but what I leave in them. So each one of us also, so it is definitely what is in you that is going to take you places, okay. These are just some facilitators, that will get you into that real world where clients are waiting for, because today in the society we lack very good tax advisors. We lack people who prepare erroneous bookkeeping, because in LLC when we see a lot of clients who say that I'm struggling to reach my accountant, or this person goofed up my return. I'm not saying we prepare all 100% tax returns, right, happens. To err is human. But again, getting quality people is becoming, very, very difficult. So that is something, I want to combat. So one of the media channels, they said, Bharatiyulaku Bharatiyudu. It means like an Indian for an Indian. Because my vision is that, the EAs or whoever, the tax, accounting, payroll professionals that we produce should be serving an Indian in the USA. Of course, other geographies are also welcome. So we have students, from almost all good countries that we are aware of, even from Pakistan, Iraq, Afghanistan, Bahrain and all. So that's going through. But at the end of the day, I want you to be a very good tax accountant who is able to save clients hard-earned money. And also, as I have plans to launch financial planning, also CFP and all this education, it may get you certification, but at the end of the day, it should help clients save their money, invest into their retirement, and have a secured future for themselves and their loved ones.
Yes.
So that is something. So all these courses, they're all facilitators, whatever you are studying. At the end of the day, as I always say, when we understand, why we are doing what we are doing, I repeat, why we are doing what we are doing, and what should be done, more of it, I think, we will get more value out of it, so. Yeah, Sandeep, hi. Yeah. Okay, Vimal has a question. What are your plans going forward in the US taxation? Can you share, please? Vimal is a chartered accountant, and he has worked with us in the LLC also during the tax season, and he does a fabulous job in the chamber. He represents the Noida CA group and all. So, yeah, you can share.
Even my plans are to be a part of iLead team now. Let's see how it works. So that is my plan as of now, to be a part of iLead family.
Yeah. Hearty welcome. Yeah. Okay, Maharshi is asking, how should we plan our examination?
I would suggest appear for all three parts in one shot, rather than going for part 1 with part 3 or part 2 and part 3. Study well for all three and attempt all three.
Right.
Because till the time we actually appear, we always keep on feeling that we are not prepared. But then that should not stop us from appearing.
Right. Absolutely. So that's from Rashmi. Okay, why someone needs to choose EA rather than CPA as a license? What are your thoughts, Rashmi? Ravi, Jona Ravikant. Yeah.
My understanding is CPA is related to, I would say, basically audit and accounts, whereas EA is related to taxation. So according to me, EA is better if you are into US taxation as compared to CPA. That's my understanding.
And EA definitely, covers one full paper of CPA, as I say. भगवान सबका भला करे, लेकिन शुरुआत पहले हमारे से करे. So once you become a EA, and if you are somebody from commerce background, the BEC paper and the regulation paper becomes very, very easy for you. Of course, accounts, FAR is the most toughest paper in CPA. So FAR is something, that you should take care of properly. So you are almost like 50%, CPA once you pass EA. You know the concepts. Ask any CPA qualified, they'll tell you the same. Okay. After doing CA, you went ahead to do EA. What is the value that it added you with EA? Please.
CA has nothing to do with US taxation, I would say. CA is nowhere connected with US tax. So if you are into US tax, it's EA or CPA which is going to help you.
Okay. So both are two different streams. But again, CA, it makes you, go so tough into accounts, auditing and taxation. And if you are looking at serving NRIs and all, because I have a lot of practicing chartered accountants today who are doing practice, and they're also, starting with the NRI taxation and all, because they also have clients from US and all. So if you do taxation, bookkeeping, payroll, that is definitely an additional income opportunity one can earn. So I don't see any restriction on that. Okay, Kalyani, can you please suggest study plan for students who are going to plan in June 2022 for all 3 parts?
I would say just follow the iLead notes and the MCQs and have trust in what is being taught to you. And
Yeah.
study hard. Stay focused.
Don't hop the materials also, like what she said. Be confident of what you are studying. 2 बार नहीं तो 3 बार करो MCQs, and that should sail you through. Okay, but solving too many questions doesn't make you comfortable. In fact, it makes you anxious. So it's not the number of questions you solve, it is the depth with which, the intensity with which you learn the concepts, that is definitely important. So give that a good shot.
And I would like to add one thing: don't get confused with what others have to say. What are the views which you get from others? Okay, try believe in yourself and you will be able to do it. Just because somebody is finding it difficult to clear, that doesn't mean we won't be able to do it.
Absolutely, yeah. What didn't work out for others doesn't mean that it doesn't work out for you, because there are many people who have not completed CA also, but are still successful. So it's got nothing to do with that. Okay. Raju, how much time have you taken, madam, to complete EA?
Takes around 3 to 4 months to complete all 3 parts if you are focused enough. Else you'll find even 1 year as difficult to study all 3 parts. So depends on how you are attempting it, how you are concentrating, and how much you are dedicated towards it.
Absolutely. Okay. We have a question from a housewife. Hi Rashmi, as an enrolled agent, international tax expert, can you give some suggestions for housewives like me who is looking for a bright career path? There are many housewives who want to start off after marriage, or maybe with maternity and all they couldn't pursue, or there was a break in the career and all. So what do you suggest, as a woman, as a mom, what do you suggest to them?
It's definitely going to help us. We can be at home and still we can do for some work from home opportunities also. We can do freelancing, and it's obviously going to help us in keeping ourselves busy even after being at home.
Yeah. That is one thing, you must definitely give it a shot, because there are so many bookkeepers also, who are there, who take, housewives who become ProAdvisors, QuickBooks ProAdvisors. They do bookkeeping, they do payroll, and they get paid hourly also. Okay, so not just about EA. Somebody was asking me, which one is better, EA or FPC. Who was that? Yeah, Mangalpalli Sandeep. Okay, so it's like asking, which hand do you like the most? Right hand or left hand? Right eye or left eye? So both are good, because or else companies would not have come. Like you see ADP, Cognizant, Ryan. There are so many companies which just do payroll. Okay, so like you take a company like Infosys, which has 30,000 plus employees, on US payroll. Doing payroll is such an awesome thing, because that is definitely must, because filing taxes is mandatory, running payroll is mandatory. So all these things, have to be taken care of, and all these courses are definitely going to help you. Okay, so both are equally important, but compared to passing, I feel FPC is more easier than EA, because the only drawback that I see with FPC is that in case you fail for some reason, it will take 6 months for you to reappear for the examination. That's the only drawback. And because the paper is also only one paper, it is very easy to pass the FPC. But again, the choice is yours whether you want to get into taxation or something like that. And EA definitely is a license, it's not a certification. So okay, this is for me from Nilesh. Hello sir, have outsource opportunity for US taxation in India for Indian CA? Definitely. So it's not that you are a chartered accountant or anything, Nilesh. Anybody who has a decent QuickBooks knowledge, who's able to maintain the client's books of accounts and run payroll, and has a EA license and all, with real-time tax preparation knowledge. Not about iLead. At iLead, I introduced all these courses because it will make you job ready, it will make you industry ready. The basics, at least, we prepare well, so that when you get into the companies, based on your interest and your pursuits, that will definitely take you to the next level. And also, if you go to LinkedIn also, there are so many opportunities now for freelancing also, because given the COVID and all, people don't want to have full-time employees. They are happy, on a consultant basis or an hourly basis or a productivity output driven basis. So that helps both the employer and also the contractor. So that is something that is working well, and that should definitely help you. Okay, we have another question for okay, Kalal Ravindra Kumar. Hi sir, namaste. I have completed my MBA and started own business, but no use since 8 years. So sorry. So now I'm planning for EA. Would you suggest me to join? Let Rashmi answer this.
Obviously, yes. You will have definitely great opportunities once you complete this, and it's not that difficult also. So if you complete your EA, definitely you will have bright opportunities in future.
Because you've already done business. Because a failed entrepreneur will have so many experiences, than a successful entrepreneur. Seriously. Because he knows what are the things that must not be done. So if you can do these things which will help you start your own practice. Just imagine if you have to set up your own tax firm or something, what all services clients will come to you. They'll come to you for individual tax filing, business tax filing, new business setup, bookkeeping, payroll. So all those things are covered in this. And the next one that I am looking for is financial planning. These are the things that the clients are looking for. Of course, trust, estate, will and all, that is the next level. But these are the basic things that the clients are looking for, and it's very important that we harness those skills and share that knowledge with the clients. And there's joy in saving somebody's money. Like what they say, a rupee saved is a rupee earned. So saving somebody's money with your expertise, with your education, is also excellence, and I suggest that you do that. Okay, some are repeat questions, but still. Okay, Rashmi, do you recommend EA for a fresher? How it will help for their career growth? Vasuja.
Vasuja, EA is highly recognized, I would say. So even a fresher who is an enrolled agent, obviously it's going to help him. Compared to a fresher who is just a graduate who is entering into US tax, and an enrolled agent who is a fresher who is entering into US tax, obviously there is going to be a lot of difference, I would say.
Okay.
Because it's going to be the knowledge which is going to matter once you are an enrolled agent.
Okay, were there any challenges as you were preparing for EA? How did you overcome those challenges? Another question.
Challenges for me, I would say, as a female, along with your household work, you have to manage your home and you have to manage your studies along with your job. So that's the biggest challenge, I would say. But then obviously you need to prioritize things, and you need to decide what is most important at that point of time and act accordingly.
Okay, Dennis. Was the EA training imparted at iLead was more informative, in-depth study? What was your experience, ma'am?
Obviously, it's in-depth because the notes which are being given in the classes, which Nanda sir makes us to write, that itself is so detailed that the concepts are very much clear in the training itself. So even if you put some efforts from your side, I think we should be able to do it. Because the basics, the concepts are all being taken care of by Nanda sir during the lectures. And obviously, in case you have any other doubts, then he is there to help us, to guide us to go out.
Thank you. How do you justify investment versus your return on investment by taking a PA, Ravikant?
I just got my EA license a few months back, so let me see the return of investment. But it's definitely going to be there, no doubt about it.
Okay. Fine. I think we covered almost all the questions. Okay, out of so many other service providers in the market, what made you to go for iLead?
I never knew about any other service providers for this EA training. I knew only iLead and I trusted Nanda sir.
Thank you.
So I don't know about any other organizations who are into this teaching field for these EA classes. I just know him.
Yeah.
Basically, you need to trust, and you are definitely into safe hands when you are with iLead. So there should be no confusion in our minds.
Right. Okay. Okay. There's a question for me from Sharik Ishtiaq. Sir, overall, what is the scope enrolled agent course after BCom? Okay. After BCom, doing an enrolled agent course will not make you BCom. Okay, so you have so many opportunities because currently, there's no much awareness. Yeah, of course, now the awareness is increasing, but still, many people do not know about EA. We are still stuck in, CA, CWA, CS, the CMA and all. But this side of it, the US tax courses, especially EA and CPA, CFP, the CPP, amazing. Because every company, every entrepreneur needs them. Because you need a tax advisor, you need an accountant, you need a payroll professional, you need a financial planner for your wealth management. So just imagine yourself, look at yourself, as an entrepreneur, as you are growing. And once you reach, $1 million US in revenue, paying like 30%, 35% on tax doesn't give you joy. Yeah. So you need, experts, because as I always say, even in my LLC team, we have been taught that customer is the king, and every king needs a good minister. And these professionals are such ministers who will administer their funds, their finances, and lead them into a wonderful future ahead. Okay, so it is definitely going to help you, Sharik. So it's definitely going to help you, and the ROI that you see, versus doing MBA versus EA. I'm not talking about MBA from a premier business school. I mean just a regular, MBA from a chota mota college versus doing EA. It's going to be more rewarding, more rewarding. Okay, so. Thank you very much for joining us, me and Rashmi today. Thank you very much to all the viewers. Such a joy to connect with you. I think we have addressed almost all the questions, but if you still feel if you have any questions, you can always see our contact ribbon and you can ping us, you can email us. Yeah. Thank you, Kalyani. Thank you very much. Because writing and all, it definitely helps, like what Rashmi said, because she's a chartered accountant. I'm sure every qualified chartered accountant will still have their notes. They have handwritten that, and that's why all our religious scriptures are also written. That's why we say it is written. So writing will always help you. How much ever we digitalize with all the Apple generation, Apple products and all, or any other product for that, for digital products, the joy and satisfaction of writing cannot be taken away. Okay, and it just registers those concepts in your subconscious mind. So writing definitely helps. Okay, so there is no substitute for that. So I think we are getting late for our biryani and chai. Okay, so we have to head for our biryani also, and I look forward to having more and more biryanis, with most of you. Oh, thank you very much once again, Rashmi, for coming, all the way along from Mumbai to Hyderabad. Such a joy to have you, and thanks to all the team members also who all helped you at iLead.
Sarvana was always there to provide me with the links. Then Sulba was the first person who helped me in registering for this course. She guided me for this EA.
Okay.
And most important of all, you were there right from the beginning till today. I have great support from you. Thanks for being there for me.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you.
Thank you very much, Sarvana, Sulba, Sita, Karthik,
Yeah,
everybody.
Karthik also helped me a lot. He used to listen to my questions very patiently and he used to answer my questions. Thanks, Karthik.
Karthik is also now with iLead, managing both Academy and LLC, and now he is going for the next course also. Okay, we have another question. Ravindra, thank you for your suggestions. And don't we get opportunity only passing one part? Is it must to pass 3 parts? Of course, I do study for 3 parts, but even I feel I can, if so. Okay, so what do you suggest? Because people, what's happening is, Rashmi, with one part also, now there are people, who take up EA part 1 and then EA part 1 real time, theory and practicals. And the moment they do that, they're getting jobs. Now they make some little money, like 30,000 ko bhi, like 25-30,000 just with one part, or more than that if they have the prior experience or some accounting experience and all. So that temptation is not allowing them to study, the next parts. So what do you suggest to those people?
Complete all 3. Even after clearing part 1, definitely there are going to be job opportunities. You can take it up as well. But then just because having a good job, that doesn't mean that it should stop us from clearing those 2 parts. Because once you have taken up for this EA studies, you should complete it.
Yeah.
Half knowledge, I would say, is dangerous at times.
Right. That's the right word, and whatever you begin, complete it. Don't stop it in between. The true victory is when you complete something what you have begun. So finish it and say it is finished. Okay, chalo. So thank you very much once again, all of you, and thanks to Rashmi also once again for joining us today.
Thank you.
And I look forward to having many more FPCs, EAs, and all successful alumni coming and sharing their views, encouraging us, and being a strong example for the people to come. Yeah, thank you very much, and hopefully in the next session I'll see you with some other interesting student. Yeah, thank you very much. Bye bye.
Thank you all.